Welcome back, guys. We've done it. We have reached the finish line. See what I did there?
Good one.
See what I did there? Our final amazing race recap of season 38, episode 12. Charlie, we did it.
It's crazy it's only 12 episodes. It's felt a little longer, I won't lie. And I think that's kind of the consensus across the board.
I did go and read some of the comments. Just because I was curious to. And again, the consensus is, now you have your true diehard fans who loved it. Like, loved this season, loved it. But most of the people are like, where's the intensity? Where's the... I don't want to know what's coming.
Yeah.
But if you looked at this whole season as a whole, Jag and Jas, Eric and Tucker, juggernauts of teams. And then once they're eliminated and it's Jag and Jas, then you're left with one. There's no suspense left.
Right. It's very true. It is very true. And I mean, there was some suspense in this one, I would say, compared to some of the other ones. I mean, not like it's on your edge of your seat suspense, but a little bit more than there's been.
Well, then let's just get right down to it, because guys, guess what? We had a cliffhanger at the end of the last episode. Is it going to be Joseph and Adam, or Izzy and Paige?
And I was really rooting for Izzy and Paige to come through. And I had a glimmer of hope for a second.
I did too.
Because Joseph and Adam actually found the location for the pit stop, but then they were like, they literally passed Phil. Yeah. And they're like, where's Phil? And I was like, oh, come on. And then, but unfortunately, Izzy and Paige did get eliminated.
I want to say, I got to say, I think that Adam and Joseph were the luckiest team the entire season. I
think that, they got saved in that non-elimination leg, and then they kind of struggled after that point on.
And with all of his blood sugar issues, I mean, I just want to say, I want him to stay healthy. I'm not complaining about his health. I'm just saying, with that many issues, and like, you have to stop, I'm worried about his health overall. It's just a race.
I mean, they did pretty good, though, with that, because, I mean, they only got the last once, there. So, I mean, didn't impede them too crazily, at least.
So, yeah, but Izzy and Paige were eliminated. I was very sad.
I will say, though, they did say that after this last leg from last week, Jag and Jas had won 6 of the 11 legs. They'd come in first. And I'm like,
what was the record? Somebody online told me the record. I can't remember what it was.
I don't know the record.
There was a record. They didn't beat the record, but there is another team. I want to say that was like 9 or something.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Then. I happened to search for that because I was like, they were talking about it in the comments. I'm like, that's impressive. So in the finale now, they had to fly to New York City. So we're ending the European race in America, in New York City, heading to the Empire State Building, which I would not want to do this challenge.
I thought this one was fun, but I personally would not want to do it. They had to rappel down the Empire State Building from the 103rd floor to the 90th floor for their next clue. That's 1,200 feet.
Nope.
I don't like heights, especially when I don't feel secure, and rappelling for sure not. Like, and I mean, I would have been like Adam because he was petrified. Everybody else did surprisingly well. They weren't too scared, but he did very well. I will say, the one thing that makes this a very unique thing is Phil says only 20 people have ever rappelled down the Empire State Building.
Which shocks me.
I know, that I would have thought it would have been a little bit more. Yeah. But now you have 6 new people that get to add themselves to that list of very minor, few people.
Listen, I've rappelled down Sky 11 in downtown Springfield for charity.
How high
Never
is that?
again. It was but to me, it could have been as tall as the Empire State Building, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
That first step backwards, though, you're like, what am I doing? It just doesn't feel natural.
You'd feel like you're falling.
Yes! And Adam was super scared. But, okay, so they did it. Fantastic. The views are killer. I like to be at the top of the building.
The view would be gorgeous.
Going over the side of it.
No.
So now they have to pick up and deliver a special package to, guess what? None other than Cookie Monster at Sesame Street.
I loved this one. And they didn't know it was Cookie Monster they were delivering to at first. So it was really fun to see how they all reacted when they found out, oh my gosh, this is Sesame Street. Yeah. And then when Cookie Monster pops out,
pretty cool.
They were all starstruck. I think Phil was even starstruck during that.
What a dream. I mean, if I got to record or shoot a segment with Muppets, Muppets, I would be so excited. Yeah. I
mean, I would say probably most people have watched Sesame Street at some point in their life, and they know these characters. It would have been amazing if Big Bird popped out.
Oh my gosh. I mean, in all honesty, I don't know where they shoot the actual Sesame Street, but if one of them could have been on set, that would have been even more amazing. Like actually on Sesame Street with the steps. Anyway, yeah. And Oscar was there, and Oscar was amazing.
Yeah.
I love Oscar the Grouch.
I thought it was funny that, was it Taylor and Kylan, they're like, oh, Taylor's like, man, Oscar's my favorite. I wish he was here. And then he pops up.
I was like, did they tell her to say that? Like,
right.
That's perfect timing.
Right.
Perfect. So they all go through Sesame Street, get to meet the characters, and then I thought it was hilarious. They have to go to the next place. It's called the Spandex House. Because if you're going to buy fabric, why not the Spandex House?
Right. I mean,
perfect name.
Spandex is the way to go.
Is the way to go for fashion in New York.
Yeah. So on the way there, though, throughout this whole leg in New York, Joseph and Adam have had to get new taxi drivers each time. While our other two teams, Jag Jass and Taylor and Kylan, have used the same taxi driver throughout the whole city. And
Did they pay them extra for that?
I mean, at the end, Jag and Jass gave them all the money they had left from the legs, you know? So, I mean, it was like $500. So, I mean, it really just depends on how much.
Why didn't they do that, I wonder?
I don't think they thought of it.
They didn't think of it, okay.
And I think that kind of hurt them a little bit too, you know, because then they have to stop and try to find a new taxi driver, you know, everything like that. But for this one, they had to pick up an order form with 5 different swatches of fabric in the spandex house and find them. Then they had to deliver them to some students in front of the Feldman Center Fashion
Which is like down the streets of New York with giant bolts of fabric.
Yeah.
Which is not fun or easy.
And these bolts they're looking for, there are 2 levels in this spandex house with thousands upon thousands of fabrics.
And just to even identify, because there's fabrics that are very similar. You could easily pick the wrong fabric because they look so similar.
Yeah. So the one thing, everybody did it pretty simple. I mean, easily it seemed like. Well, the one snag up was Jag and Jass had one of their bolts untangle on them and get stuck in their wheel. And I kind of thought this would give Taylor and Kylan the leg up.
I was hoping and praying.
Yeah.
That gave me false hope, actually. When they spent so much time on them trying to get it up from the wheel, I was like, okay, this is it. Finally, we get some drama.
And the editing almost made it seem like they could see Taylor and Kylan. I don't know if they actually could or not, though. But once they deliver that, they go on to the Surrett Studios for their next clue. So at Surrett Studios, they have to, at the end of every season, you have to do some kind of puzzle that, you know, tests your memory of the whole entire race. So this one was a crossword puzzle for the New York Times. So I really liked this one. I think it would have been hard to try to remember, but they had all the letters laid out for them, which I think makes it easier.
To me, that makes it more confusing.
You think so?
If I see the letters, then it makes my brain, like a game we used to play on the show where you had to scramble the letters to make the words. No, I would rather not have it there and just let me remember. I think I do better remembering the incidents or the memories of the season. Yeah. That's just me. But I do love a good crossword, so it was fun to watch them do that. Yeah. And again, the whole time I'm just hoping, like, please let something miraculous happen.
Because all 3 teams were there at the same time. Yeah. So it did give them kind of more equal ground. So once they resolved the crosswords, some letters highlighted on where to descramble for their pit stop. So then we get to the pit stop.
Which is Yankee Stadium.
Oh, yes, Yankee Stadium.
Which is fun.
And, you know, we have all of our other teams from the legs. I always like to see them and be like, oh, yeah, I forgot you were in this one.
Who knew?
So, shock and awe, you know, Jag and Jass do come in first. They are our winners of season 38. Followed behind by Taylor and Kylan, and then Adam and Joseph did come in last this season, which I kind of figured they would be last.
I'm surprised they made it as far as they did. I'm now excited that I got to talk to Taylor beforehand, you know, before the season, because she's second place winner. And I thought it was funny, they were vying to become the first person to win Big Brother and The Amazing Race. Yeah. Taylor and...
Right, well, and Taylor had promised Kylan that she was like, we're gonna get you your win. We're gonna get you your reality TV win. And she felt bad. But, you know, second's pretty good still, too.
No, it's good, but show me the money.
No, yeah, that's true.
We were just talking before we came back on. The only 2 episodes they showed the entire opening credits of all the teams were the final 2 episodes. I don't know why, but that gets me in the mood for the show if I see all the teams. Yeah. And it reminds me of who was on the show.
Exactly, because especially at this point in the season, you forget who it is.
And do you know anything about season 39?
I have not seen anything about season 39.
I'm just curious. I'm hoping it's all unknowns.
I mean, I would say after this season, surely they're going back to. I mean, but you never know. I'm sure they've already shot, or if they're not already have finished wrapping, they're starting to shoot it soon.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's a wrap on season 38 of The Amazing Race. Now, here's to next year.